A Comparison of the Colonial Times to the 21st Century by Bailey Maulsby. Colonists. 1694 New York. New York had warm summers and cold winters. There were coastal plains along the shore, rolling hills in the middle, and mountains farther inland. The area had good coastal harbors for shipping. The colonies were known as the breadbasket because of large amounts of barley, wheat, oats, and rye that was grown. My location was New York. New York was recaptured by a Dutch fleet in 1673. In 1664, the English captured New Netherland, and Charles II gave the colony to his brother, the Duke of York and Albany. Both this city and province were renamed New York in honor of the Duke. The biggest change was having a sibling die. When siblings died, the parents mourned over the child's death, and there would be less help on the farms. If they had less help on the farms, they might not be able to get farming done quickly and lose money. They would hope for more help or have another child. For clothing, most children wore gowns like their dolls made out of homespun fabric, only the boys moved on to wearing pants at the age of 6. The dresses were tied at the top and held together with silk ribbon, and the bottom was very big and puffy, along with the sleeves. Favorite dessert for most colonists was the olajicoic. The olajicoic was a donut filled with apples, citron, and raisins, fried in deep fat. Native Americans showed colonists wild fruits such as ground nuts, wild rice, cranberries, black walnuts, pecans, and the syrup of the maple tree. They also showed them their diet of beans, pumpkins, squash, corn, and cornmeal. Colonists would make a stew of beans and corn called succotash. Me. My location is Clear Lake, Iowa. Interesting facts on Clear Lake are very fertile soil, lake formed by glacier, extreme temperatures, harsh winters, hot humid summers, short spring and fall seasons, surf ballroom, Buddy Holly's death, 4th of July parade, and the Christmas by the Lake celebration. A big change for me was watching my cousin Quentin go through his abuse. They say he will struggle for the rest of his life. Our family prays that he will get better and improve in life. Most people now just wear jeans and t-shirts. Sometimes they wear a sweatshirt, but most of the time it's just a basic tee and jeans. Baggy shoulder shirts are worn a lot too, along with lacy shirts. My favorite dessert would probably be a smoothie. A smoothie is a mix of fruits and ice. My favorite meal is my great-grandma's King's Dish. King's Dish is made up of noodles, hamburger meat, carrots, and celery. It's a meal we get every holiday that was passed down by generations. Relatives. My relative's location was Charles City, Iowa. Charles City was a lot like it is now, mainly made up of country, farms, and gravel roads. Most houses come with a lot of land for farming. Still a very small town. My grandma went to a small country school with a class of only 21. When she had to switch to Floyd Community Schools as a freshman, it was really scary because it was a class of 160 people, and that was the biggest change. Most people in the 1900s wore small, white, polished tennis shoes. They had dress codes and were only allowed to wear slacks under the skirts in the cold. They were required to wear skirts. For shirts, they wore either sweatshirts or button-down blouses. Anklets were also in style. My grandma's favorite dessert was pie. She still enjoys pie, and her favorite kind is either cherry or apple. My grandma's favorite meal was Dinty Moore stew over toast. My great-grandpa would make it as an easy meal for all of my grandma's relatives. The stew included chunky meat, carrots, cheese, and potatoes. Steamed vegetables were included.